Hey guys, this is Anthony. I use the handle TX Hacker Tracker. You can find me on Twitter at TX Hacker Tracker. You can also go to the website txhackertracker.com and it will redirect to my LinkedIn profile, and you can be in contact with me that way as well. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about doing some enrichment on domain names. This is going to be an assist for security analysts. If you ever find yourself in a position that you need to do a lot of repetitive analytics over and over and over again, that can be a time-consuming thing to do, especially if you do it manually over and over. And so today's lesson, what we're going to do is we're actually going to build a web browser plugin for Chrome that is going to automate that and reduce it down to 2 clicks to actually get the WHOIS information and copy it to the clipboard so that you can paste it in whatever application you need it in, your help desk software or your trouble ticket, whatever you need. Today's example, like I said, I'm just doing the WHOIS information so that you can find it. This will be a step-by-step how to do it. I'm going to put the code out so that you can download the code so you don't have to retype it in. But we can make it more complex later with other examples. And if you stick to the end, I've actually got a special bonus offer for you. So that said, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with an empty directory. There's nothing in it. In this case, I want to create a directory. Let's call it WHOIS. So I'm going to switch into the directory and I'm going to start creating files in this directory. The files are going to be the content of the browser plugin. So the very first thing that I do is I've got this code already out there for you. I'll link to it here, this text link that you see right here. And you should be able to copy these and paste them. One of the files that we're going to create is called manifest.json. So that'll be the first file that we use. The second one is called background.js. So create a file and then again, find the contents of the file, paste it in here. You're going to want that one as well. Waiting for the paste to occur. There we go. Save this. The third file that we're going to create is going to be called popup.html. This is going to be the dialog box for the browser plugin. So we get that one, we paste that back in. And we save it. And then the final one that we need is called popup.js. This is actually the code that will go back out and call the WHOIS lookup. There it is. Okay. And save that. Now that we've got these 4 files in the directory, we're ready to go ahead and add it back into Chrome. So let's switch over to Chrome. Make sure that you're in developer mode. Go to Chrome extensions, and in the top right corner, you have that developer mode. Turn that on. And then over on the left, go to Load Unpacked and go out and find the directory that has the files that you located. You select it. It'll add your plugin in. And then for the way I use it, I like to actually pin it so that it shows up as the icon. At this point, it's ready to use. So I've come over here. You notice it's going to pull the URL. So in this case, Google. I click it, and it goes and runs a WHOIS on google.com. And there's my registration date. To demonstrate it again for LinkedIn, same kind of thing. It's going to pull out from the URL. Click it, pulls out linkedin.com, and there's my registration date. So that's all it is to this. Next step, we're going to actually go back out and do the registration date so we can pull it into the clipboard. To do the WHOIS registration date, we're going to start in the same directory. Let's create a new directory. In this case, I'm going to call it registration. The name doesn't really matter. It's just a placeholder. Switch into the directory. So brand new. On this plugin, we're only going to have 2 different files. So we start off again with manifest.json and get our text, paste it back in there. And again, this is also linked in the same GitHub repository. Save this back out to the drive. And then the second one that we need is going to be the background.js. This is the script that's going to actually parse the information and pull out the registration date and copy it to the clipboard. So get that text, paste it in here, and we'll save this. Okay, now we've got our two files. Let's go ahead and go and add this plugin to Chrome. We're going to do it the same way that we did with the other one, where we come back in here, make sure we're in developer mode, which we are. Then we go over and choose Load Unpacked. Go back out, find the directory that we put it into. There's the registration, click it and select it. It'll load it up. And just like I did with the other one, I'm going to go ahead and pin it to the top so that it's there for me. And now I'm ready to use both of them in conjunction with each other. So for example, I go back out to Google, I click it, I run my WHOIS, and then I run my date extractor, and now it's copied to the clipboard. And just to prove this, I'm going to go ahead and open up a text editor here. If I can type it right. There we go. And I push paste. And there's my Google information. And we'll do it a little bit faster this time. We'll go over into LinkedIn. Run my WHOIS. Get it clipped. And now when I go back over to my clipboard, paste it in. And I can also use it a third time. For example, let's go out and let's check a brand new domain. Let's look at Cisco. So here's the Cisco web page. I run my WHOIS, 1 click, 2 clicks, I've got it. And now I'm ready to paste it in. So that's how the two scripts work together. Okay, guys. So that's how we built a web browser plugin for Chrome to come back in and automate WHOIS lookups and copy that information to the clipboard. Now, your use case might be a little bit different. Maybe you need to read domains from the page that you're on instead of pulling it out of the URL. Maybe it's your help desk system. Maybe it's your trouble ticket. Maybe it's some kind of recon or something like that. Or maybe you have a totally different case on your enrichments. Maybe you want to do more than just simply looking at the registration date. You want to do some additional logic with it. Again, you're only limited based off of your imagination, what you can think of that you want to do, and your ability to code it. I told you that I would give you a special bonus offer if you hung around to the end, so here it is. I am part of a shadow startup where we are building an automated assistant to be a SOC analyst. And so a lot of these routines that you see right here, these automations where we're coming in here and building these, we will actually build them for you at no cost. We're looking for some design partners to come alongside of us and talk to us about what are some automations that we could build that would make it easier for you to do your job. If this is something that you don't want to code yourself, we will actually do it for you for free at no charge. Just if we can have some of your time to help us build out the prototypes and help us build something that makes your life easy. Think of it as your own personal digital assistant to help you do your own SOC analytics. If that's something that is interesting to you, you can either find me through Twitter, the @TXHackerTracker that I made reference to. You could go to the TXHackerTracker.com website, which redirects that to my LinkedIn profile. You can get to me that way. Or you can also send an email to Anthony@augmentedsoc.com, or you can even go to the augmentedsoc.com website. So that's 4 different ways that you can reach me there. If any of this sounds interesting, give me a call. We'll help you out at no charge if you want to do that. Or I encourage you, use these examples as your own launch pad, get started and go build your own automations and make your life easier. If this video was helpful to you, please like it so that other people can find it. Share it, post it, subscribe if you want to get notified to new videos. Otherwise, wish you the best and stay safe. Bye.